Morning world, welcome to Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020, and the mystery of the missing pasties has been solved. Where did I find them? In the guy's tea room. How did they get here? That will be part 2 of my investigation. So most of you think of Holly as the cake baker in our family, but as much as I like cake, I'm actually more a savoury person than a sweet. So last week she said, do you fancy a pasty, Dad? And I said, well, I do. And she goes, I've got some lamb mince, I'll make you some lamb pasties. Lovely, I thought. Well, she got a bit carried away. I mean, fair enough. I think she made about 10. Which I had one for my tea, which was really nice. I really enjoyed that. And they had another one for yesterday, and I thought, yeah, I can manage these. They're really nice. And then all of a sudden they disappeared. And no one seems to know where the pasties went. Well, I've just come down to sort out the PTO shaft for the hedge trimmer, because I am actually putting the hedge trimmer on today. And I shot into the guy's tea room because I wanted a bit of rag just to wipe the grease nipple off with, because he also wanted it tightening as well. And lo and behold, I find 2 boxes of pasties in the guy's tea room. Now, I'm assuming that either Mrs. P or Holly has given them to the lads, but she didn't ask me first. So when I go back up the house, I'm going to ask how many were left for me, because there's what, 7, 8 pasties in there between 2 guys. Well, I worked out if there's 7, 8 pasties between 3 guys, I should have at least 2 of them. I know I've already had 2, but you know, it was cooked in my oven in my kitchen, so. Oh look, dinner time. They'll be in a minute. We can ask the question. Right, I need grease gum, which I've left over there. We ummed and ahed about putting muck spreader on today, but I've gone through the rules and regulations. There are restrictions on spreading slurry this time of year and human sludge and stuff like that. But it appears that I'm okay. Are you staying on there or not? I can't make up my mind. It appears we are okay for the solid stuff. So there's no rush. And being as my father is panicking about getting the corn grain hedges done, perhaps I ought to crack on with that first. So that's the plan. Put the machine on, get over to the farm, whip round all the hedges around the cornfields on the inside and at half the top at least, so they can go on with cultivation and drilling. That can go on the ball itch of the chipper. I could always use the 695 to drive the muck spreader if I really have to. I don't actually think it's really man enough for the job, but needs must. If I have to do loads that are sort of half full, then so be it. So we bought one of these a while ago. I thought this was a really good idea. I've seen it mentioned on other people's channels and that. Really good idea. The only thing is I bought a nasty cheap Chinese knockoff version, which I think I paid £3 for. And don't buy the nasty cheap Chinese knockoff. If you're going to buy one of these, get yourself a decent one. So I have actually ordered a decent one. It hasn't arrived yet though, but it doesn't stay on properly. So it doesn't work properly. So anyway, oh, look at that. Timed to perfection. And after all that, it's just actually broken anyway, so Chinese make it cheap, but you get what you pay for. Right, let's go and put that on. Right, that end goes on there. Where's my button? There's my button. I'm assuming I got to push it on further. There he goes. Now he's clicked on properly. Right, that can go there for a minute. We'll just tie on that end of the guard. Just need a tractor now. How are you getting on? Hey? Yeah, I'll order some more. I came in here and I found 2 boxes of pasties in here.
Yeah.
Where'd they come from?
Ollie?
She gave you all my pasties?
Yeah. Well, Mike went and this morning and stole them.
Mikey stole the pasties?
Yeah.
So you're the tea leaf, are you?
I got them given to me this morning.
Oh yeah, of course you do. Yeah.
He was in bed this morning.
Hey?
You know what? I'm going to go steal his pasties.
You're going to be renowned as the pasty thief now, you are. You light-fingered bugger, you. They're nice, they are. I was really enjoying them.
No, you can have mine if you want. They've got sweet corn in them.
Are they?
That's what Mike said.
I'm pretty sure the lamb did yesterday.
Sweet corn's good for you. Do you know what sweet corn good for?
What's that?
Timing.
Is it?
Yeah, because it should go through your system in 24 hours. So what you've got to do is you eat something with sweet corn now, and if you chuck it at the other end because it's still in whole, you can go, yeah, 24 hours, spot on. If it comes out 48 hours later on, you go, there's a blockage in here somewhere. If it comes out in 12 hours, you know you're probably poorly.
Yeah.
So you just go, no, sweet corn, 24-hour clock. Yeah, it works. It works. So, right, you're going.
Big fan of sweet corn. I had to go over it to the septic tank and it was in the top floating. That put me off for a long time.
Yeah, I can't say I go mad about it, but it's because it's kind of something and nothing. But it's more nothing than something. So there's no point being fussy about it because then he's gay when it comes to greens anyway.
I like broccoli and things like that.
Broccoli.
Fish don't like sweet corn.
Peas, cabbage.
Cabbage, yeah.
I like a bit of cabbage.
I grabbed it a bit.
Curly kale.
I'm really sorry, I don't think.
Rubbing out.
Curly kale's good for you, full of iron. Stop you dying from rat poison, that will. Yeah.
So is lamb's liver and I'm going to seal that out of the box before they get into the freezer.
That lamb's liver.
I like lamb's liver.
Do you?
Yeah.
And lamb's kidney.
Not over our kidney, but we have liver quite a bit.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. Well, you go on and have your lunch. I'm going to start putting this thing on. So, deep joy. You're still labelled tea leaf. Right then, one thing we really must do is stop these guys from floating. So we'll turn them around, make them rigid. Something else we require: balls. But it's actually easier to do this with the balls in the arms. Right then. Might need a persuader. There it is. So you put the arms down as low as you go, and then I'll adjust that arm on there. Right, I got to shuffle forward 1.5 inches. Oh, he's in there. I wasn't persuading it hard enough. Right, that's that bit. Right, so both bottom links are in. Now we put the PTO on, and then this fella. So that's got to come off. Don't drop it on your toe, Ian. Right, that can go over there. That can go up there. Don't let me forget. Right. This thing is usually a bit of a struggle. It's a bit of a fight. Basically, I need to get that hole there lined up with that. I've got to hold all that weight up. So you can go there a second. Oh no, it's a bit tight on space in here. Come out. This is when another pair of hands would be useful, but they're having their break. Go on, get in there. Get in there. Go on. Where's my persuader? I remembered. Right, that's that end in there. Now that end goes over there. Right, so the blue top link would be what I use to level the machine up. these guys, once I've got him set on the height, I'll put those pins in here, which will basically take all the weight off of the linkage arms and actually put it on that cast in there. But it sort of locks it solid. Right, that's that. That can come off there. That can go there. That at the back there is my door cage, which I very rarely use because my old eyes, I can't see through it. Get a bit of dirt on the glass, trying to focus on that hedge trimmer head, that fella, through that. Hard work. You sneaking up on me?
Yeah. Listening to you when you can't actually see, yeah?
Eh?
Quite funny listening to you talk about not being able to see,
Yeah, and they're mumbling to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard work putting this thing on. It's mainly part is getting the top link bit in and then having to set these up. But once it's set,
It's done then.
you just leave it. So yeah, all you've got to remember to do is when you do this is to set the hydraulics, the adjustment height in the tractor. You've got to set it to 0 and lock it.
Yeah.
So you can't accidentally push a button
Yeah, from up and down.
because that's when you bend things.
Yeah.
So
Is that an experienced one, is it?
no, that actually got bent on the 695.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, there's a bracket in the 695 that you can put this on.
Yeah.
But they've got that great big pillar, so
You can't see anything.
you can't see anything. But yeah, Father lent this to someone else to use on his tractor, and they must have just automatically picked up
Yeah.
and they bent it. But I could replace that, but it's kind of, I can work around it.
Yeah.
It still works, so yeah, it's just one of those little niggly things that never lend stuff out. But yes, you're going to get probably quite well acquainted with this thing for long. Where's that gone? It's one of those things, it's like using the shredder. Once you've built the muscle memory, it's actually not that difficult. But until you've built the muscle memory, which is why the idea is find hedges with no wire to get you started on. Then yeah, because when you hit wire, that's a ball ache, that is. Well, it's not just the fact that you've got to cut it all out, but you've got to replace the wire.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But there you go. We've had this thing a few years now. What year is he?
See an 04 at the end of it.
Yeah, that's probably the year he is, 04, yeah. 16-year-old. So, he ain't done too bad.
No.
You could do with a bit of TLC, really, but
You used like a contractor machine, though, didn't
no. No, and at the end of the day, I could put a lick of paint on it. I mean, Adrian from My Farm, We Farm is going to make mine, his is probably older,
you? Yeah.
and it's going to make this look shoddy.
Yeah.
But I want to cut edges. I ain't got time to paint it, so not yet. Maybe another day. Yeah. Right, I've got to set that up in the cab, and then I am ready to go. Right, well, we're all on. Just been through checking all the bolts, but that one in there is most definitely knackered. So he's got to come off, but the thing is, because he's that badly knackered, I got to cut it off. I don't want to get in a disc cutter because the top hat is already damaged and I'd like to reuse it if I can. So, right, more sawing. So did I get it? Oh, I must be almost through anyway. Or did I not get it? Time to bash it, I think. Or lever it. That did it. Right, so we don't want that bit. Is that going to come out there? Yes. And that bit is also pretty much had it. Right. Right, I think that top hat has pretty much had it too, so that one is in better nick. You can go back in there. That one is also, well, I don't know. That's our problem, this hole is elongated. But for the time being, that's what it is. I'll have to get some new top hats. Right, sorry, I need both hands for this. Well, that was a task, getting that in there. He did not want to go. I don't have any new bolts left, so I've had to reuse an old bolt which had a very, very slight bend in it. And because the two top hats are in two halves, basically there's two top hats inside these fellas. There's two of those in there. If they don't meet up exactly inside there, the bolt doesn't want to go through, as I found out. Again, of course, it's right on the end, so it's right in an awkward, difficult, now I need both hands again, place to get to. Yeah, I need both hands again. Excuse me. Right then, finally done. In there, tight. Everything else is tight. These two little suckers on here come loose sometimes, but they're tight as well. So we are all done. I put some grease around it, check the oil, that's all right. So we're only going to do about an hour today, so right. I probably won't film much more because I just need to get on really. Make sure this is all right. So, but we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Right, I got all my lights flashing and lit up and everything else, so hopefully folks can see me coming. School bus has already been and gone, so hopefully the school run is done. I'll do this bit of roadside first. Literally, this is just a test before I go over to the farm. If anything's going to break, I'd rather just rope over here where the workshop is. Yeah, I'm still at it. Getting dark, fast. For a minute there I thought the gate had managed to shut itself, but no, it's still open. Until of course I close it.